It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Dragons' superstar running back. He's been a frequent end zone tourist. He's second in the league in rushing touchdowns. Hope y'all ready for this one on Monday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading the charge, we get a look at their six-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's got his man on the out route. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 70 yards. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, strong running by Oliver. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's the Raiders punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken at the 46. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Redmond. And the Raiders have got him. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Redmond. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Up the middle they go. Atkins. Always got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 34-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Atkins. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And that is incomplete here.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dragons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll try the left side. Downing. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Redmond. They got his man complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dragons have got it back to within a score. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignment.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dragons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Downing. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They go play action here on first down. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He finds his man complete. That's Atkins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Redmond. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Again, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards. And the Dragons are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw again. That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st down, Atkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And touchdown! A big play there. 50 yards. And the Dragons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raiders offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Atkins. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and
he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brings up second and 17 at the 37-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Redmond. And this is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Here's the Raiders punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already. Now 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw.
Redmond, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw. Redmond. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
Redmond. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Caught by Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Bust through the tackle. Oh, strong running by Oliver. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. And a huge play that time. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right
down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Atkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Garrett Wilson, 38 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing to start the drive. Redmond. A quick throw, but incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. They'll run on 1st down. Downing. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 6. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Redmond. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Off play action. Redmond. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Atkins. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll look to throw here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Redmond.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Redmond. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. They run it here with Oliver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Back to throw. Redmond. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 29, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Looking to throw. Redmond. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That one out wide and intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On first down, Downing. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 31. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Gets by him at the 25. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Now second and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Off play action. Redmond. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Operating from the gun. Redmond. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Dragons stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 3rd down and 13. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Oh, strong running by Oliver. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Operating from the gun, Redmond. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run on 1st down. Downing, pushing his way through. How did he stay on his feet? And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Redmond. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Redmond. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it. Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
It's a turnover on down.
They run the counter. Downing, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Downing, and a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Tokyo, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.